Hi everyone, this is Lisa Cronin from It's the Little Things in Card Making. I'm back and I have something interesting. Well, I was doing some foiling today and I'm hoping that I can, showcase two things today. I remember that We Are Memory Keepers put out something similar but with a different purpose about 5 or 6 years ago. So I went into a closet, dug it out. I said, I have to look at it. I have to see, because I'm one of those what if people. Well, what if this can do this? I have to try it. I can't just, So anyway, the product that I'm talking about is the fuse tool from We Are Memory Keepers. Now, I'm trying to remember if when they released this, it was basically to fuse plastics together so that you can make your own photo pockets, you can make your own storage pockets. I'm trying to remember if they also mentioned using foil, and I can't remember. But I said, this thing has a hot tip, and I don't see why it wouldn't work the same as the foil quills. So I had to check it out. Now, this came with, I'm a little, excited because I could use this. And if somebody doesn't have the foil quills, they can possibly, if they have this, they can use this. This came, this gets really, really hot. But this came with two tips, I believe. It came with this tip here. And I don't, it's a preparation tip, makes the little dots. And it came with this tip here. And then there was like an add-on, which I got, and it was these tips here. So I'll show you what they look like. But they're able to foil. And I was, I found that very interesting. So what I did was, of course, I had a foil. And these are, let's see. Just hoping you can see the design. And that, I believe, is this one. Yes. It's like tire tracks. It's kind of cool. The next one over, the striped one here, is made with this tip. And then the one that makes the preparations, hope I said that right. That's this one here. That made kind of like stitching marks. And then the one that's in the machine now makes a beautiful line. So it came with, this is a really nice ruler, by the way. This has some non-slip things on the bottom of it, and it's very cool. I think I'm going to keep it out and use it. But basically, it's so easy. It's like, make a little zigzag here, but it's a very thin point. Very thin points. I mean, very thin. So if I was to write, you can see the difference. Also, the shape of the pen is very, very different. It's not as finger or hand friendly, but that's something that you can get used to. I'm gonna write, let's do a word. Well, you can't really see it because I went over. Let's turn the paper over. Okay, let's write my name. Lisa. It's very thin, like very, very thin lines, but very cool. So I don't know. I mean, if you have this We Are Memory Keepers Fuels tool, you can do foiling with it. And again, I don't know if that was their intention when they released this product. It may be. I mean, I can't recall. But, you know, let's do memory, because we need as much memory as we can get these days. But if you have this tool and you don't have the quills, you can use it with the foil, and you can do a little bit of embossing and foiling here and there on different projects. I just, you know, I just found it very, very interesting. And, I mean, I don't know if anybody else would find it interesting, but I did, because, you know, the foil quills are great. They come in different nibs and different sizes. But I think that if you have both, I mean, I love this here. Can you imagine doing this on the edge of a card base and putting your layer on top, and this is showing all the way around? I mean, I'm going to do that. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it with this one too. It seems, you know, it's pretty user-friendly. Yeah. So if you have the fuse tool, dig it out like I did and play and see what you could do with it. Yeah. Okay. Enough with that. 6 minutes. Okay. Update on Jamie's card for those that have been watching and following. It's not coming out as expected. So I had to walk away from it. I'm trying to unplug this before I burn myself. I had to walk away from it, and I have to rethink the design. It was not pleasing to the eye. The unfortunate thing is that background paper that I had, well, that's gone. And that's probably the most unfortunate thing. So I have to rethink his card. But I still have the guitar. And the guitar came out great, by the way. And I'm trying to see if I can find it really fast. It came out so pretty. And no. So I'm not going to look for it. But needless to say, I'm going to still use that guitar. Oh, here it is. Want to see? I'll show you. Look at this beautiful guitar. Isn't it cool? Okay, enough with Jamie's card. All right, now I'm going to do a little bit of inking. I did 2 card fronts in foil. I did this one, however, I only did half of it. So I only foiled the bottom part. And this is how it came out. Very pretty. I've mentioned that one of my favorite things to do is to do silhouette stamping. So this was, I stamped on the tracing paper, put my foil in. So now we have 2 hinges. Look at that. Closed up the hinge again and did my foiling. And it came out so pretty. So the little bit of inking that we're going to do today is going to be on this card. And it's, let's see. Now I'm saving this, by the way, because I don't want to have to trace it, you know, I don't want to have to stamp it again. I'm using inks. And when I do my watercoloring, it's not really watercoloring, it's kind of like watering down ink. I like using the ink versus the watercoloring because the color stays so vibrant that I love it. I just love the vibrancy. Now, this stamp was a collaboration with Pink Fresh Studios and Hero Arts. So this is the stamp in full. And as I said, I only wanted to do part of it. And that's what I foiled. So really fast, I'm going to do this really fast. These have been sitting because I got waylaid with the fuse tool, and I wanted to do this earlier. Okay, let me tell you what these are. This is reactive ink from Hero Arts. Beautiful colors. I mean, beautiful colors. There's a little bit of a pigment quality to it. You have to shake it when you use it. A little goes a long way. Love this ink. Yeah, it's an ink. Then we have the blue is Distress Spray Stain. Now, I don't see a lot of people using spray stain. I, however, think it's fabulous. A little goes a long way. It's exactly the same ink that you find in your pad. It's different from your reinkers, and I think it's more cost effective. So, beautiful colors as well. And we have the shimmer pens from Spectrum Noir. Love them. Again, a little goes a long way. Put a couple of drops in there, a little bit of water. I'm telling you, these are beautiful. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, do I want to wet down the card first? Yes, I want to wet down the card. I'm using Bristol Smooth cardstock, and basically all I'm doing is dropping color down. Just dropping it down. And if you see this, you'll notice, guess what? This foil acts as a resist. How cool is that? That, to me, is so cool. Now, what I'm going to try to do, because I've never done it before, I am going to, and I kind of play with it, you know? And when you're doing something like this, and you see these scratches here, that was because I was rushing. But basically, the metal on my brush scratched my paper. So this foiling acts as a resist, and I'm telling you, I think it's a great combination. And you'll notice that these inks also play very well together. All right, now what I'm going to try to do is I am going to try to silence myself while I heat set this. And let's see how that goes. Nope. You're going to have to just hear it. I'm sorry. This is all very new to me, this technology stuff. You know, the funny thing is it's not behaving like Bristol Smooth cardstock. I think I'm using Nina here. Yeah, this is definitely not Bristol Smooth. But we're going to just carry on, and we're going to see how well. And the heat doesn't bother the foil. It doesn't melt it. Like embossing powder would bubble up if it's overheated. Not this. This is staying put. And we're almost done. But yeah, I have a feeling this is not Bristol Smooth because we wouldn't be getting this spottiness here. But I'm just going to go with it. And once you start warping like that, just turn your cardstock over and heat it from the back. And if it won't lay down, wet it. I don't tape it down. I don't have the patience for that. Okay. Now, you see the sparkle in there? That sparkle was from the Spectrum Noir. That's that sparkle pen. And I think it came out very pretty. And I'm going to make a card with this. I'll show you when I'm done. Now, if you thought that was intricate, wait. You've seen nothing. Okay. This is a very old stamp from Do Craft. I believe it's Do Craft. And I did the same thing. I took a piece of copy paper. I stamped it. And then I foiled it. How pretty is that? Now, I made this a little larger. Even the other one is larger than an A2 size card because typically when you do working with water, watercolor, or inks, you want it to be a little larger because you can get some pooling. But I'm going to take this off, and in less than a minute, I have to do this. So I'm going to wet this down. And this is Bristol Smooth cardstock, for sure, because I remember cutting it out. So what I'm going to do here is just maybe a little wash with the colors. And again, if you look, the foil is resisting the ink. What I'm going to do, because I want more ink on there, I'm going to turn it over and just work it with my water. And I'm making my water move with my mister. Oh, look at that purple down there. How pretty is that? And we're drying this. It's beautiful. Love it, love it, love it, love it. It's a little light, but you know, I think this is so pretty. And it's going to curl up. Oh, I'm at 17 minutes. I hope YouTube is going to play this in full. One of the reasons why I am so conscious of the time is YouTube gives us 15 minutes. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, give me comments. Let YouTube know that you like what I'm doing and you want to see more. And they will give me more time. So this is almost dry. This is so pretty. I cannot wait to make a card out of this. And I'm going to stop now. And I'm going to have to say goodnight. But please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, share, comment. And just remember, it's the little things in card making. Thank you for stopping by. And thank you for all your support. Good night now.